Hi, it's Karen, and
What up?
here we're kind of pre-filming a little welcome in video, I guess. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I have two
More than a
videos.
little.
Yeah, more than a little. We actually, last time we filmed anything was like back in July of 2020, and I still have those two videos to edit, so hence this video to kind of announce that we are back. Still trying to figure out 100% where we want to go with the channel, but decided, you know what, we're going to bring things in. So,
For us.
yeah. We're going to. One thing I noticed with filming is I wasn't kind of enjoying some of the movies I was watching because I was taking notes. So one of the things we're going to
I said about
try is maybe doing some shorter reviews,
and watch movies we like.
and watch movies that we want to watch.
That's right.
Um,
It's about
with
us.
everything. So stay tuned. We're going to film a couple other things tonight. It's almost Halloween, so I kind of wanted to do some stuff related to that and based on an article I got in my email the other day. So we'll do a couple videos with that. Bluto's not quite in the loop on that, so it's going to be a surprise for him. So enjoy this review. It was one of the ones from Bluto's challenge to me. We filmed them, so I figure I'm going to post them. I'm not going to be watching any more videos off that challenge list
You failed.
because it was just kind of, like I
It's
said,
okay.
we're not
We
enjoying
can't find them.
things. Yeah, we can't find some of them anyway.
I'm tired of
So,
watching stupid stuff.
anyways, I'm gonna post. It's Pluto Nash and Master of Disguise. So this will be before both of those videos. I just wanted to say,
And that'll be it for
hey,
that.
hey, we're back and we're gonna be posting. So enjoy these reviews, and we'll see you on the other ones. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, it's Karen, and
What up?
here for Karen and Bluto's Not Another Review channel. Another Bluto Challenge movie review. Say that 3 times fast. So where I am kind of plugging away at the list he gave me
That's good.
of movies to watch.
Moving right on.
Basically, I haven't even told you the movie. So for this review is the Adventures of Pluto Nash. It's rated PG-13. It's an hour and 35. This was also in 2002. So I don't know what was with
How long is it?
hour and 35.
Oh, I don't know if you said it or not. I
Yeah,
must not have been paying attention.
I thought I did.
All right.
Yeah, it's like the last 3 movies, including this, that have been from 2002. So I guess.
Must have been a good year for bad movies.
Yeah, I was going to say. So basically, we have an opening. The song "Blue Moon" is playing. It's kind of an
Oh,
updated
they're not singing it.
music. It's
What
an
are you doing?
updated version. I was moving the thing so I don't
Oh,
bump it. And basically, you're on the moon, and there's this place called Little America that's on the moon, and it's the year 2080.
wow.
We meet Pluto, who's sitting at this
Bluto.
Pluto,
Oh,
who is at this random, not great bar, seeing his friend Tony perform, who he's supposed to be the Scottish crooner. And the bar's nasty, what I noted on here.
okay.
Bluto eventually excuses himself to go to the bathroom. Well, then, in the middle of all this, these mobsters show up and start harassing Tony. They're basically getting ready when Bluto,
Bluto.
see, screwed me up. When Bluto comes back out, he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, your man Tony here owes us like $2 million for buying this bar, and he hasn't
Wow.
paid, and so we're going to take him out." So they were going to dump like oil or something down his throat to kill him. So
Never did that.
Pluto basically like, "Hey, can we talk this out here?" And he introduces himself, and the one mobster's like, "Oh my God, you were in with my brother!" And they were talking. It turns out, is this why you picked this movie?
Yep.
Pluto was a well-known smuggler who just got out of jail, and I guess he
Like
was
Han
in,
Solo.
yeah. So basically, $2.5 million. That's what he borrowed.
Oh,
So basically,
all right.
Pluto makes a deal and says, "Okay, give me some time because I'm planning on opening my own bar, and I'm sure I'll make enough money I can pay Tony's what Tony owes and everything, and with interest or something. I don't
How's
remember
your gangster
everything.
is named Tony?
No, Tony is his friend, Pluto's
Oh,
friend.
Oh,
So the mobsters agree. Well, in the middle of this, Pluto also talks to Tony about changing up his act and maybe being, I can't remember, Italian or something. So this comes into play later. So basically, we got flash forward. It's 7 years later,
wow.
and Pluto has this awesome call. Oh my
What?
gosh, club. I think it's called Planet Pluto or something. I can't remember. Makes a lot of money, doing well. He was able to take care of Tony's debt. Tony went on to get famous, and they're still friends and everything. Um, basically, he's managing the club and everything. Well, eventually, these two guys show up and offer him $10 million to buy his club. And Pluto is like, who are you working
You're gonna say
for?
it.
What's going on? And he's like, no, I'm not selling it. I'm very profitable. You're going to put in a shitty casino. It's not going to make any money. No, I'm good. So, Rex Crater, I think is the villain's name that wants to
Nice.
buy it. So, Pluto basically asks him to leave. I'm done. So, we have his this one chick shows up trying to get a job. I can't remember her. I have it written down somewhere in here.
Okay.
So she basically starts working for him. A few nights later, they come through trying to offer Pluto the money again, and he's like, no, and they're like, you're going to regret it. Well, then they end up blowing up the club.
Wow.
Um, Pluto's like, oh my god. So he's
No
like
insurance.
trying to escape. He's taking this girl with him. He has this mechanical bodyguard named Bruno that comes with him, and so we kind of have this fight, like escape scene, because it's an assassination attempt, basically to kill Pluto to take over his club.
Okay.
So basically, what it's coming down to is they are legalizing gambling all over the moon or something. So that's what it's basically all about.
Okay.
So basically, Diana, that's the female character's name.
Cool.
There's a shootout. Pluto ends up getting trapped. Diana is actually able to help him out. They end up going to this one hotel. I guess Pluto used to hang out at when he was, just first starting out. So they give him a hotel room. So they're trying to figure out like who's trying to assassinate him, what to do, where to go from here, and everything. Well, Diana is actually from Earth. And
Oh.
what it is I guess Earthlings and what are they called? Mooners, I think is what they called them. I'm
Mooners.
serious. Or maybe it was moonlings. I don't remember. But they're discussing
Oh
the
man.
difference with people that were born on Earth and come to the moon, and those that were born on the moon and stay. Kind of typical discussions of today. If you would talk about even with generational stuff and all that. But anyways,
Oh.
so basically, they are trying to get information on Rex Carter, and then Pluto's mom shows up because she was in the sheer panic that his club got blown up and making sure he was okay. So basically, the cronies are still looking for Pluto at the hotel. They basically escape and make plans to get to this area called Far Side. Um, so they steal a vehicle, which that scene was kind of funny with everything. They get to this old safe house that I guess Pluto and Bruno worked out of early on, like selling illegal stuff from smuggling days and
Cool.
everything. Um, there's another character named Roland that kind of helps Pluto out with some things, and I guess I don't know if he had a relationship with his mom, with Pluto's mom or
Yeah,
not.
I should with his mom.
Pluto's mom,
Oh.
Roland, and all that. Because they talk about her a couple times throughout. I'm probably skipping over a couple things, but
That's all right.
um, he's like trying to get information for Pluto and he gets killed. So they're back at the safe house. We get back to the safe house. Pluto and Diana are looking, trying to figure out who Rex Crater is based on some information they've gathered. The safe house is supposed to be safe. Well, Pluto's mom calls to tell him about Roland being dead. And then Pluto's like, we shouldn't call this. It's going to be traceable and everything. Well, then Rex's cronies show up and basically blow this place up. But they end up escaping. There's another chase scene. And Pluto ends up with the car with him and Bruno and Diana. They jump this canyon
Cool.
and end up totally wrecking the car. And basically, they're in the middle of nowhere with limited oxygen and everything else. Bruno has limited battery life. Well, they go and hide because the cronies come to see if he's really dead. And they're like, there's no bodies around. Even if they go, they can't survive. We'll go back and tell Rex Crater they're dead. Well, so they start walking, trying to find civilization. And eventually, Diana and Pluto run out of air, so they kind of collapse. Bruno picks them up and is trying to carry them. Well, he basically runs out of energy, so they're standing in the middle of nowhere with
Oh.
no escape.
No, yet.
So we get this other guy that shows up named Felix.
Felix.
He's a smuggler as well. He's
All
driving like
smugglers.
an RV or something. Yeah, I think that's a big trade there. And he's a big fan of Pluto Nash.
Cool.
So he actually saves all of them. And basically, Pluto explains that they're going to meet, they need to go meet with Rex Crater. And he's at this place called Luna Beach. It's a lunar grand motel. So Felix is like, oh, I'll drive you there. Are you friends with him? Like going on and on because he's like this big fanboy at this point. Because he's like, he goes, you're the whole reason I got into smuggling.
Oh, like I am a you.
Yeah. So eventually they get in there. They have a little bit of an issue at the beginning when they're first in there. Bluto. Bruno
Thanks.
damages a machine, so they confiscated him until Pluto and Diane can pay for the repairs to the machine. Well, Felix exposes that Pluto is in there, so Pluto and Diane are trying to hide. Well, here it turns out that his friend Tony from the beginning of the movie is one of the main performers there. So Pluto's game plan is like, okay, we'll go see his show, and then I will go and talk to him because he owes me. I basically saved his life, and he can help me figure out how to get to Rex Crater. So basically, after the show, Pluto and Diane go and talk to Tony. Tony has two wives.
Wow. Cool.
Basically, what he did was he married one and had her clone because he liked her so much. But he was joking that he can't remember which one was the original and which one's the copy, so to speak.
Wow. That'd be cool to do that.
So Pluto discussed with Tony about, okay, I need to talk to your boss. So they kind of develop a plan. It's not a real good plan. Eventually, what happens is the plan doesn't work out. They end up getting caught by Rex's people and taken to see Rex.
Neat.
Well, Pluto had directed Diana, I'm sorry, in the meantime, or Dina, whatever her name is.
Dina Diana.
Yeah. To go get Bruno and get out of there. He's like, just get out of there. I will catch up with you. Well, things don't work out. They end up getting caught. So basically, they take Pluto and Tony up to Rex's office, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's his big desk, of course, big chair. You can't see him and all that. And they're talking, trying to figure things out. Well, he turns around and he is Pluto Nash.
Big surprise.
Well, basically what it came down to, something about, I can't remember if cloning ended up becoming illegal or something. But basically what happened was when Pluto was in jail, he had his appendix removed. These two other characters that were killed off earlier on, it was one character was played by Alec Baldwin. He was like a big mobster back on Earth. And then there was this doctor he was working with on cloning projects. Basically cloned Pluto into this Rex Carver from his appendix.
That work?
It would have his DNA, so I guess it would.
Yes.
So I guess basically their game plan was, for some reason, Pluto, I guess, was well known somehow, even though he was a smuggler. And they just felt, it would be a good base for the gambling industry because they ended up making gambling illegal on Earth. So they were moving it to the moon, whatever.
Okay.
So basically, Rex and Pluto, Dina, Diane, whatever her name is, and Bruno are eventually up there, and they're like all confused, like
me.
What's going on here? Like, why are there who's real? So we have that, the fight scene, and nobody knows who's who.
And they have the same clothes on, right?
Yeah, of course. So basically, in the end, like well, you kind of figure out what's going on. Pluto ends up holding a gun on Rex, and obviously they're arguing, no, I'm Rex, that's Pluto, that So Pluto is like, if I'm not Rex, would I do this? And he shoots Bruno, which are kind of like, oh shit. Well, it ends up Bruno always wears a bulletproof vest. So then because the other guys end up shooting the Rex, but because they think it's Pluto, and here they figure out it's not Pluto. Well, they leave, and everybody figures out it wasn't Pluto. Well, here, because Rex basically has Pluto's memories, he also has a bulletproof vest on. Because he kind of discussed, he goes, I am you, basically. Like, he knew where his hideout was. Like, he's explaining all this stuff. So he knew everything, like, knew where he was hiding, where he was going to go to hide out and everything. Knew about the hotel, apparently. So he gets up, tries to strangle Pluto with a garrote, basically. And they're kind of, fighting around. Well, eventually, Pluto gets over by window, bashes somehow, and Rex goes through this window and ends up landing down on one of the gambling tables dead.
Cool.
So we go to the end. It's the grand reopening of Pluto's club,
No, blew
and
up.
yeah, he rebuilt it.
Oh.
And Diana is like his main singer, because that's what she wanted to come in and do. She said she was a singer, and he had a DJ. Well, he ended up having her on as a singer. They're kind of a couple, I think, at this point. Pluto goes on about he has a new android for his bodyguard, and Bruno thinks, oh, great, I'm done. He goes, should I start disassembling myself now? And Pluto's like, no, you're going to be managing my club. And that's a big deal, because
Cool.
like androids don't get that opportunity. So he's like, oh my god, this is like so awesome. And there is one funny part though. I didn't really write this down. There's this robot French maid, Babette, that's in there.
Okay.
She does this. She's programmed to do this, like, oops, drop something and bend over so you can see her behind and everything.
Does it look good?
I don't know. They don't really ever show it.
Oh.
But it's funny because I guess Bruno kind of has a thing for her, and he's going on about her being a 12 volt, like their voltages won't mesh up for them to have a relationship.
Okay.
I mean, I thought that was kind of comical. This wasn't overly bad. I kind
Really?
of enjoyed it.
Wow.
Um,
Is this the first one you enjoyed?
I think. I mean, it's not
Oh,
like
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
it's not like I'm going to go out of my way to watch it again, but it was very tolerable. I'm not going to say typical Eddie Murphy, because I'm used to him MFing and everything. I mean, it's a little.
I like Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable. It wasn't bad. But I mean, like I said, I don't
Okay.
think I'll watch it again. I mean, I like the storyline. It was kind of interesting, because you're like, oh my God, it's this person. And it turns around, it's like, oh my God, it's not him. So, I mean, it was kind of like with that, the storyline was kind of interesting with everything. And then, just him trying to get out of these situations. So, like I said, it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Anyways, 2 more to do from Bluto's list. I still have more to watch, but
Cool.
these are the ones I'm knocking out right now. So anyways, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when we post new content. Help share the page. We would greatly appreciate it. Subscribers, watchers, thank you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all of you. And watchers, it'd be awesome if you subscribed.
Yep.
Check out my other channel, K-Doll Games, Toys, and More, toy game reviews and more over there. This guy's over there with me too. A little bit more mild manner.
You say so.
Yeah. If there is a movie you would like us to watch, let me know in the comments. If I can locate it, great. If not, if I put it on the wish list and you're willing to send it from Amazon, that would be great as well.
Cool.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.